There are 5 ways that credit card companies will keep you in a cycle of debt. A lot of you think you can just live off your credit cards almost like it's free money, but I'm gonna break down how if you're not careful, the banks will keep you trapped in a cycle of interest forever. And I'll break down how this cycle of interest doesn't just keep you trapped in debt, but it also kills your chances of getting business funding. Number 1, the minimum payment trap. So many Americans, myself included, in the past, have gotten caught in the minimum payment trap. You see something that you want, whether it's a TV or a PlayStation, or maybe something happens. Car problems, transmission, new tires, major service, something happens where you don't have the cash. You pay it because you have space on your credit card. You still can't really afford to pay it off because you're living check to check. So you end up getting caught in this minimum payment, $25 a month, $100 a month, in this cycle that if you literally paid the minimum payment on a credit card, you will be paying it forever. You will be paying multiples of what you actually purchased in the beginning. This is getting caught in the minimum payment trap. You either do it because you have no other choice, or you do it because you like spending money and shopping and buying things that you shouldn't be buying and that you can't really afford. Credit cards are not free money. It's not a free money card. I used to call it a free money card, and I learned my lesson many years ago, and I'm teaching you. However, there is a light side to the minimum payment trap where it's not a trap. If you're leveraging a 0% introductory period, whether it's business or a personal card, the whole point of this is that you're going to utilize that money to either build a business, scale something up, make more money. I prefer to leverage money to make more money, but let's say you're not a business owner and you don't plan to be, and you're really just trying to pay off other high limit cards. So you get a new personal credit card that has 12 to 24 months of 0% interest and balance transfers. So you transfer all of your other credit cards to this new credit card that has 0%, and you plan to pay it down and pay it off over the next 12 to 24 months, whatever the term is. Then now that's using it wisely, but that's not what most people do. Number 2 is the rewards points. This is a psychological hook to draw you in to get this card. The downside is most people see these, they see the bonus points, spend $5,000 in the first 3 months and get 150,000 points. Get this card that has an annual fee, get this, get that, and then you're going to get this in return. Amex Platinum happens to be one of those. $695 a year, but you get the Centurion Lounge. Don't you want it, right? Most people fall into that trap. However, there's a bright side to the points and the rewards game too. I have the Platinum card, but I'm not traveling that much these days. However, I am subscribed to all of the benefits that it offers. If you go into that benefits tab, not just on Amex, but all of the cards have it, and you actually activate all of the bonuses it gives you, you could be, instead of spending $695 a year, you could be saving, if you use these things, up to $1,500 to more every single year if you're playing the points and rewards game. If you're leveraging these introductory offers to get the bonuses, the bonus points, but then you don't use the cards, you have the money to pay them down, you just wanted to get the points. Or if you're spending on credit cards how it should be, where you're only buying things that you know you can buy and you can afford, instead of just paying for them cash or a debit card, put it on a credit card, but then pay it off every month, every week. Just pay it off before the statement date, before the cycle starts over. So it always shows the card at 0, but now you're gaining points on purchases you would have already made. Some of these cards you can even put your apartment rent on. You can put all kinds of things. There's some cards you can even leverage other tools to pay payroll, all your business expenses, all your marketing, advertising, all your business costs that can go on a credit card, should go on a credit card, but should be paid off right after. Next thing you know, you've got a ton of points that you can use and leverage and travel hack to get free flights and free trips and free vacations and free cash back and dinner and movies and hotels and all the fun stuff that you want to do. That's playing the actual point game. But does most of Americans play that game? No, most people get stuck into the trap. Do this, get these points. Now they're in the card. Now they're in debt. They bought a bunch of stuff that they couldn't afford just so they could hit the bonus, and now they're stuck. This is what the credit card companies want to do to enslave you in their interest trap. Real quick, Click the link below if you want to see an exact profile breakdown of your situation and what you could potentially be qualified for. Number 3, compounding interest. This is a debt spiral. This is not a simple interest loan. You get an auto loan. It's 6%, it's 3%, APR, annual percentage rate, right? You're paying that percentage annually. Credit cards, however, this is a compounding interest against you. We love compound interest when it's for you, when you're invested into something that's giving you compound interest. We want that, but guess what? So do the credit card companies. The difference is you're paying them the compound interest. Every month that keeps growing. You keep paying interest monthly on all of your debt, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing, and it makes it really hard to ever pay off unless you're making larger chunk payments and really only buying what you know you can pay for in cash. That's how credit cards should be used. Now, if you're a business and you need this injection of capital, 50,000, 75, 80, 100, whatever it is, because you're going to do something that's going to give you a 3, 4, 6x return on that 50,000, now that's a good play and that's smart. If you're starting a business and you don't really know if it's going to work, you haven't tested the theory, you don't have proof of concept, and you just start setting up your website and buying t-shirts and company logos and putting all this stuff and just spending money, not even knowing if you can make money in your business and how you're going to make it work, maybe not so smart, because you're still going to get into the debt trap, but just on your business. So the best way to leverage this is you're going to use a 0% interest time period. Personal 0% cards go all the way up to 24, sometimes even longer when there's special offers. You can leverage that to roll all your other credit card debt into one and then pay it off over that time, cutting down thousands of dollars in interest that you'd be paying over the next 20 years. For business owners, you can leverage that 0% time frame, that cash injection, to at minimum 3x that money, paying off the original balance and then keeping 100%. That makes sense. Number 4, credit limit upgrades. We all love the credit limit upgrades when they send you a notice or a letter. Hey, you just got raised $4,000, $5,000. Here's your new limit. Majority of Americans will look at this and, you guessed it, spend more. You were only maxed out at 8,000. Now they gave you 12. Hey, I got 4,000 more dollars to spend. And they do just that. They go spend the 4,000. The way I look at it is I like to keep all my balances low. I spend it up, pay it off, spend it up, pay it off. Every single month, I get credit limit upgrades, and I even request them because I know that the higher limit I have on personal credit cards means the higher limit I can get on business credit cards, right? So the more you have available to you on the personal side, the more the banks will look at you as favorable, want to give you more for your business. This is how it should be used. Then you can leverage that additional capital for your business to make even more money. If you're just max it out, get a limit increase, max it out, you're stuck. You're in the trap. You're falling for what they want you to do. Be better. Number 5, the terms and conditions in the fine print, which is pages and pages long that none of us ever read, but they're talking about things like that 0% time frame, how when it runs out, you're going to be paying 24% interest. Some of these cards, personal example, I got a Care credit card when I was maybe 22, 23 years old to get laser eye surgery. And they said, hey, it's 0% interest for 24 months. If you pay the $200 a month payment for the next 24 months, that'll cover it. It'll be paid off. You never paid interest. I said, great. But when I didn't read the fine print, I didn't know that I was only paying a percentage of the balance, which was all principal. So that was true. But that payment got lower and lower every month, and I wasn't paying attention to it. I didn't read the fine print. Had I paid the $200 every single month, then that $5,000 bill would have been paid off in 24 months. What happened was at the end of that 24 months, I still had $2,500 left on my Care credit card. The fine print said if it wasn't paid off in that 24-month time frame, then I would be charged interest on the entire original balance. So guess what happened? I paid down $2,500 and I didn't know the payment was getting smaller every month. At the end of the 24 months, boom, they added another $2,500 in interest right back on the card, and now I was right back up to $5,000, starting all over again, and now a much higher payment. I got stuck in the debt trap because I did not read the terms and conditions and the fine print, and I wasn't paying attention to notice that the payment was getting smaller every single month. Was that Care Credit's fault or was that my fault? Extreme ownership, that was my fault, but I learned a lesson. Read the fine print, know what you're getting into. If you want to see what you can get qualified for, if you want to see a full profile breakdown of your personal profile, your personal credit, what you can qualify for as far as business funding goes to start or scale your next venture, click the link below, book a call with my team. We'll do a free credit check, soft pull, no hard inquiry, and give you an exact breakdown of your profile and what you could qualify for. The link is in the description.